Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new tattoo fail reaction video. Hi one, what is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Sun, the Earl Grey? What shall I say is the tea? Now the tea is today, we're gonna address the pink camel in the room. I am recovering from a horrific flu that I've just had. So much to the stage, I can't wear lenses, I can't wear anything around my eyes because my eyes are so like irritated. So apologies, I'm aware that I look like rotten dookie hole. So just have to bear with it. But of course, being my own boss, I don't have any sick pay and can't really take time off. The show must go on. Yes, today we're delving back into the world of job stopper tattoos. I've not done one of these for a good few months now, and you guys have been asking me to do another part to my job stopper series. Now, if you don't know what a job stopper tattoo is, job stopper tattoos are ones that are on the hands, the neck, the face. The ones that are like really, really visible. They tend to be the ones that people always say to you, how are you going to find a job with that? Because you can't hide it. Now, I myself do have job stoppers. I have both of my hands and my fingers like fully done. So I got my own little job stoppers. I will be getting my neck done very, very soon. But thank you to everyone who does send me everything to react to over on all the social medias. All of my links are down below. Come follow me. Come send me things to react to. And of course, as always, there is a QR code on screen if you are new. Hello, my name is Roly. Subscribe, scan with your phone if you're watching on a TV, and join the family. Anyway, with all that being said, let's not beat around the bush and get on with these tattoo job stopper fails. Oh, this person is Pikachu. Pikachu's pussy is his eyeball. TSF, what does TSF stand for? Tinky Winky sells feet pics.
Yes, that's right, of course.
I like the tattoo. It looks cool. I love Pikachu. I love Pokemon, hence I've got 2 Pokemon tattooed on my arm. Like, I love Pokemon, but did you have to get it on your face? Did you really need to get Pikachu's pussy tattooed on your eyeball? Like, did you need that? Peekaboo girls, right in my pussy hole. Like, what did you need to really go on your face? Oh God, not him. The thing is, what I find really interesting about all of these people is when you start to get like a certain amount of modificated, like modificated? That's not even a word. When you get so modificated.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
When you get so modified like this, they all kind of start to look the same. So he looks basically identical to the Black Alien Project, who is talked about many times on this channel. He's talking a different language, so I don't know what he's saying. Because all the red parts of things he said, like scarification, like skin removed, implants in the head, you remove the nose. They tend to all start to look identical. It's very strange when you start to remove because things like noses can really change how you look. The shape of your nose is a real determination of how you look as a person. So when you start removing those sort of really defined details, they all kind of start looking the same. This person exists, and if this makes him unbelievably happy, go for it. But the thing is, all of these people who start removing their nose and start because you can see like his ears are removed as well. He's got like a tiny part on this side here. You can see there's a little bit here, but on this side it's like basically gone. Do you know what I really dislike as well? Is you can see his like implants in his head growing out. Like they're not in his skin. They're kind of like growing out of the skin, which you're asking to be like have a really bad infection. Like you can literally see the implant of the dermal implant coming out of the skin. When you're doing things like removing your nose and you're removing your ears, never is it done by professional doctors or surgeons. To do these kind of procedures, they're not going to licensed professionals. They're using like anesthesia illegally and doing them dangerously. Like it's not a thing that people are going, I've gone to an actual plastic surgeon, knows exactly what they're doing, and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, your nose also serves a purpose. Like it is there for a purpose. Removing your ears will obviously decrease your hearing as well. There are reasons we have these body parts as well. It's just to get this level of modified, these people are doing unsafe practices in order to do it, which of course is not good. MAGA. Make America gay again.
She better not have.
This is absolutely obscene. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is so cringe. Like, it is so cringe. If you really believe in the Make America Great Again thing and you follow Donald Trump and you want him to win, all that stuff, as much as I disagree with it, you have the right to do that and, do whatever you need to do for your existence. Well, but to do things like this, to make it your, like, identity and to make it your like MAGA, like it's so weird. Like it's weird cult behavior, Make America Great Again. You just got it tattooed like on your neck, fully on show. I mean, at least when you see things like this, you can instantly like tell what kind of person they are. This isn't one of the things that someone would have got by accident. Actually, in a way, seeing people like this is kind of good because you can instantly clock someone. Okay, I don't want to go near that person because they're gonna be clearly a cunt. Oh, Machine gun eyebrows. Bang, bang. He shot my brow. Bang, bang. The brow hit the brow. Bang, bang. That awful bang. Bang, bang. My eyebrow shot me. Bang, 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 bang.
Are we going into battle?
Sure. Wacky Keith, he's I'm crazy. You never know what you're gonna get with me. I'm bubbly and down to earth, and I'm just real and say it like it is. You just never know what you're gonna get. Live, laugh, bang. Oh God. Silly Keith. Oh God, what's this? What's this eyebrow No. Oh no, stop it. Stop it. No, stop it. No, what? It looks like a comb. It looks like a comb. Oh my God, no, stop it. Oh, behave. I do not have words. Like, what is that? This poor girl. I bet she was sold like completely different. I bet they were like, we're gonna give you beautiful brows. You're gonna look snatched to the gods. You've ended up with combs. What is that? What is that? Oh God. In like a weird way, I actually hope that she did research and she just did this because she was a bit dumb. I hope she wasn't lied to, because that's so much worse. Like, I hope she actually like made a decision. She just made a bit of a stupid decision rather than actually she was lied to, because that makes it so much worse. Oh God, oops, just lost a finger, oops. Wacky Keith and his losing fingers, oops.
Clumsy.
Oops, I lost my finger in a guillotine. Dead. God, wait, what? XXX home video. Pop fit. Leaseyourbody.com. I'm sorry.
Male prostitute.
That's websites, like naughty corn sites where they do lots of lewd activities. Stop things that I do as a Mormon. I've seen many stories over the years of people like leasing their bodies to companies and tattoo for advertisement reasons. Honestly, do what you gotta do to earn that coin, fine. To get pornography sites tattooed in your head is bold. I would love to know how much they paid this man to do this. Like, how much did they pay this man to tattoo this on the head? Personally, for me, no money is worth doing this. Like, you could never pay me enough money to do this. Like, absolutely not. It feels a little bit like real exploitation of the vulnerable, but also there's something about it that feels a little bit trafficky and taggy. There's just something about it that just feels a bit like that, and I don't like it. I'm all for like people doing what they need to do, but sometimes when I see this, I'm like, what is the story? Because this is a lot. Oh gosh. We've seen this a lot recently of like laser tattoo removal. It seems to be very common at the moment. God, geez, I could not. Okay, even popping a spot around your mouth is agony, especially the top lip. Popping spots on the top lip is agony. The idea of lasering, which people say all the time, I've never had it, but people generally say that laser hurts more than the actual tattoo. Someone who's had laser, please let me know down below, because I can't, again, I've never experienced laser, but having to laser, I mean, I think it's a good choice, but lasering on your face, again, I do think in 10 years time, if we haven't all died, like, I do think we're going to see a lot more of these scratcher people who are doing all these scratcher tattoos getting a lot more laser. Getting laser on your face. Oh, Jesus. We've seen 2000s tribals make a little bit of a return recently. 90s and 2000s tribals. But now you've got it on your chin. If you're going to get job stopper tattoos, right, and you don't have anything else, like, again, I'm one of those like old school people that goes, you really should be covered before you start getting like job stopper tattoos. Like, I do believe that still, I still stand by that, even though like people seem to get really defensive over that now. But I do think you should get used to what it's being like to be tattooed, especially more covered and tattooed, and then go for like the more hard hitter ones. Getting used to people actually looking at you when you've got job stopper tattoos is actually quite intense. Still very prevalent in today's society. Like, just get used to them before you go full on with a face tattoo. The shoulders look empty, the neck looks empty. If you're gonna get a job stopper tattoo, at least do the neck or your hands. Your face? That's balls. But you've got a really badly done tribal tattoo along here. Wacky Kathy, you never know what you're gonna get from me. I'm bubbly and down to earth. I'm like, Marmite, you love me or you hate me. No, everybody hates you.
You bitch!
Oh, Jesus Christ. This video is going to be the death of me. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, gosh. Oh my, no, see this, oh, see, look, this is, oh, it's so gross. Oh, it's so gross. Oh, it's so gross. This is why I always say when you start modifying yourself to this level, it's like you're actively making your life harder. You're literally just making your life harder.
This is so dumb and shit.
Like you can't even eat without just like spewing saliva and spit out your mouth. How do you, like, look, like it's just gross. Sorry, it's just gross. It's just gross. You're never gonna convince me that loads of saliva just pouring out of your mouth isn't gross. This is why I always say to people, I'm going to turn the sound off. This is why I always say to people, it's like, when you're modifying yourself, for whatever reason, whether it's culture, whether it's single, whatever, like there's, you know, many different cultures who modify themselves in different ways that actually is actually quite detrimental to, yeah. Hence why like things like when there was all like foot binding for a while in China, like that's awful for your body, like doing that, regardless of whatever meaning you were doing it before back in the historical ways, like we learned that like, it's actually really horrible. The idea that you're like breaking your foot into making it like this, regardless of whether for cultures or not, like I always think to myself, like when you're starting to like modify yourself to the stage where it's actively making your life more difficult, I feel like you should really start questioning, like, should we be doing this? Like this person here is just trying to eat and he can't eat without loads of saliva pouring out of his mouth. So I always think that like when you're modifying yourself to a stage where you're actively making your life more difficult, I just don't understand how you can do that and feel happy and be like, well, I'm really happy that every time I eat, spit just like pours out of my mouth. I just don't, same as like I said about the people who like cut off their noses and everything and like cut off their fingers and they actively disable themselves. And I just don't understand, like, why are you doing that for yourself? Oh, it's Mr. Globbies. Hello. Want to give us a meow? Not really in the mood today, are you? You're like, no, don't touch me. No, touch me again and I'll rip your face out.
Touch me again, I'll drown you, you bastard.
We don't even get a meow today. No, not at all. Oh, is that person? Oh, God, oh, wow. This person, they're talking a different language. I don't really know what they're saying. They've tattooed their eyes yellow. Jaundice. Now, I must admit, one of my favorite pairs of contact lenses I have are my Mini Sclera bright yellow lenses. I love having yellow eyes. There's something about having yellow eyes because it's so unnatural that I love the way that it looks, but I also love the fact that I could take it out. The idea of actually like tattooing the whites of my eyes piss yellow is wild. That's wild. It's interesting because when you normally see eyeball tattoos, people genuinely, the most things you see is always black. They always tattoo it black. To get it yellow is, I've never seen anyone get it yellow. I always say, if you're gonna get eyeball tattoos, I mean, don't get eyeball tattoos because you're gonna go blind. Or like I always say, like always stay away from colors like red or pink or those kind of more sort of like warm, bright colors like that, because it just makes it look like you're either really high, you haven't slept for like a month, or you've got like an STI, like a pink eye. Like it always makes it look like you've got like some sort of disease. Yellow, I've never seen. Jaundice eyes, piss yellow eyes, just wear contacts this. But yeah, the idea, I find eyeball tattoos, as much as I think they can look cool, I do think it's stupid. Like, can we just not put needles near our eyes? Just wear contact lenses. I mean, this is definitely a first. I've been to the UK, Cyprus, India, America, Australia, Russia and Japan, Norway and China, Romania and Italy and Turkey and Turkey has now been renamed Turkey.
Stop making up words!
I mean, you could just collect fridge magnets. I love a good fridge magnet. My magnet is covered in fridges. My magnets are covered in fridges. Oh, red rum, red rum, red rum. Tribute sip. Wow. I mean, I guess this person just loved The Shining. Or maybe he thought he was Jack Nicholson. What's his character in the show? I actually had The Shining downstairs. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time. I bought it on Blu-ray recently because I was like, I really want to watch it. I've not seen it since I was a kid. What's the guy called? He's called Jack Nicholson, but what's he called in the show? The whole point of the whole red rum thing, though, was so when it was mirrored, you could read it as murder. So he's got it all written normally. So when you reverse it, it doesn't really do it. So the R's and the E need to be turned around, isn't it right? Isn't the whole point of it is to be like read backwards? Because when he looks in the mirror, it says murder. I wonder why you get that tattooed on your head. Is it this looks like a mugshot? So maybe this is some sort of like prison thing. Like if you get this in prison, it means your hardcore girls die. No! Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, no, not another one. Because that's not the same image. Okay, wait, stop. Okay. Hold your... You might be wondering why I'm reacting the way I am. So, last year, and I'm pretty sure he was even in like the top worst tattoos of the year video, there was this guy who had a penis tattooed on the side of his face going down here, and the ear was like Le Test de Clay. And it was really graphic, it was really colorful, but his whole face was like covered in tattoos. And we've got another one, but it's not the same person. This is not the same person. And it's on the other ear, and worse. The first one actually looked quite like, as much as I hated the tattoo was actually done quite well. This one looks even worse. Obviously, I've got to blur it, I apologize. But he's got like a penis tattooed on this side of his face this time, going down towards his mouth, and it's squirting.
Disgusting.
And they've tried to make his ear look like Le Test de Clay, but they've done it really badly. But he's just got a big... Are you by chance a woolly woofter?
He thinks I'm gay?
If you've been watching me for a while, you already know that I have quite a hard stance on getting pornography tattooed on you. Vile, I don't understand why anyone would want that. If you're gonna get it where you can hide it, because it's just inappropriate. Like, if you were to hold pornography magazines out in the street, you would be told to put it away. That would be indecent exposure. So getting it tattooed, especially when it's like really heavily detailed, is no different. Porn addiction is real, and it really like affects people a lot. I'm not anti-porn. Porn addiction is real, and it really affects people. To get like tattoos of like pornography tattooed on you, it's a very specific type of media to consume at a very specific type of time. Just to have that on you all the time, like a huge piece on like your arm that's really graphic, is weird and just strange, and you need help. To get a penis tattoo on your face.
He's weeing on your face.
You are like, what? Like, what? I hope you don't get near any children. I hope you stay away. I hope you don't have kids yourself.
You're such a disease.
I'm done. I'm like, this. I'm sorry. You cannot convince me that it's not a cult. Why are you tattooing the word Trump? Like, at least with the first one, the MAGA thing was like a slogan. Donald Trump also doesn't want you to do this. I'm sure Donald Trump, I mean, as much as I loathe him, I'm sure he doesn't want you to do this. Weird. Trump wouldn't care if you died. If you literally just died, he wouldn't care. What are you doing? What are you doing? Coat. I remember a little while ago I had someone say this to me. They're like, well, if you look at Kamala Harris tattoos, and I don't understand why people have to always do that. I'm sure there are some people who probably got Kamala Harris tattoos, and I would say the exact same thing. It's f***ing weird. It's so much more prevalent and intense in the Trump side. The amount of shit that Donald Trump was trying to sell people in the lineup to it, and both sides do this shit, but like golden shoes, NFTs, like just constant, just like nonsense. The only reason Donald Trump wanted to be president again is to try to get out of jail time and try to pardon himself. That's the only reason why he's running for president again.
And that's the tea.
Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Oh, is this that man? We saw him a long time ago. He's like tattooed his entire face, like just jet black. Again, one of these things. If I did that with face paint, I'd instantly be cancelled for doing blackface. I don't understand why this is any different. I don't really understand why this would be any different just because it's tattooing. I personally just don't understand why it'd be any different. I know it's one of those things that people always be like, why are you getting offended on behalf of like minorities that you're not part of? And I understand that because I get the same thing where sometimes someone might make a gay joke and I don't think it's actually offensive and I think it's hilarious. And like people are like then be a lot of straight people being like, that's homophobic. And I get it, I understand it, but I just personally feel like this is offensive. I might be wrong. Maybe you know, if anyone of color is actually watching, you know, you can tell me the real tea. If I was to do this with face paint, I would instantly be cancelled. What? Hustler. And it's a cup of ice water. Oh, what? I'm such a hustler. I only drink ice water. Trying to make my water of the day. Like, what is happening? What? That says hustler, right? Hustler with a cup of ice water. Yeah. What's happening? I could not imagine what it must feel like to tattoo an eyelid. I'd be so scared that something would happen and they would accidentally like touch the eyeball. They go too deep or something. Because your eyelid skin is so thin. Jesus Christ. But the thing is, this is going to age terribly because it's just full of white. It's just so much white is included. Like, it's just going to look really bad very quick. White is like the fastest color to age. It's like, it's just not going to look. White highlight around the outside as well. The whole round around. Like all the way around is a white outline, and just on your eyelid too. Oh god, this has to be so this is the third one we've seen now that has a massive clown tattoo on someone's face. So I'm assuming this is probably an artist that specializes in doing this kind of thing. We've seen quite a few of these now. This person has like a huge clown tattooed on the side of their face. Why you need it on your face? Like, as much as I don't like face tattoos, there's obviously a hierarchy of what I would really like. Things like penis on your side of your face, like those kind of things, like absolutely horrific. There's levels of different what I actually hate. If you go on like the top scale of things, is what I think is the most ludicrous things to tattoo on your face, is to tattoo a face on your face. You've already got a face, don't tattoo another face on your face. It's going to make you look insane. This exists. Okay, so what's happening here? I love that. Oh, Jesus. Is this no, that, I can see pen. I think this is just penned. Is he actually getting this on his nose? Jesus. Can someone explain to me, like, how are you supposed to read? Is it this sort of like intense sort of death metal sort of writing? Is it supposed to be completely illegible? Because like I'm sure that is supposed to say something. I'm sure this is probably supposed to say something, but I have absolutely no idea. This isn't like, this hasn't been tattooed. This is just the drawing. So you can see all the yellow, like this is just the drawing. This hasn't actually been tattooed. First of all, just don't do it. It looks stupid. But second of all, like, what does it say? What does it say?
Anus!
He is so young to get something like that on his face. I hope that was just for a video and he didn't actually do it. Like that, he's so young. Oh, for God's sake, another one. And it's in like the same style. I don't think, is it the same person? Could be possibly could be the same person, but are you really going to get MAGA here and MAGA there, the exact same thing? I mean, these people are insane. I will always say, and I don't understand this, why, like, politicians should never be these like celebrities that you're idolizing and treating them like a normal sort of like, I don't know, like a movie actor or a singer. Like even with like actual celebrities, when it comes to like mainstream celebrity sort of stages and what they do, like I understand in a way when people idolize them. Obviously, I have my own favorite people and things. I understand it more when people want to like celebrate their merchandise, or you know, they want to get things that remind them of the person, or you want to get like I completely understand that. But when it comes to politicians shouldn't be like celebrities. Like they're not celebrities. They're people here trying to run the country. It's like a weird thing to do, to idolize and make a godlike status of like politicians. Does that you want to make America great again and tattoo that on your head? Like these are the same people that bitch about pride and say like, oh, they just make everything like rainbow flags, they're shoving in our faces, and they got this, all their whole identity is gay and gay this and trans that. You do the exact same thing. You literally are doing the exact same thing that you're criticizing LGBT people for doing. And I just don't understand how you're not putting those connections together.
Because I'm an idiot. Happy?
But yes, I just don't believe that politicians and these types of people should be seen as a celebrity that you idolize. It's weird. Like it's a weird thing to do. This is why you get called a cult. This is exactly why the MAGA movement and the Trump supporters get called a cult, because they do weird shit like this. Oh, wow. Oh, that is intense. Even the tongue is black. My tongue is rotten, girls. Jesus. I have seen this person before. He may have been in a video. I don't know. It's hard to remember. But gosh, why does everything look so gooey? It's like completely wet. Sure. I mean, I hate it, but do what makes you happy, girl. I don't think he's got anything that's like drastically like crazy. Now he's got eyeball tattoos, but sure. $300. Oh, Jesus Christ. A $300 hair tattoo. $3,500. Jesus. But you didn't show us anything. You can't be, I'm sorry. You cannot go, oh, but if you spend this much money, you're going to get this, but not show us what the expensive one. That was like right at the start. Again, as I've always said, hair has texture. As much like I understand. I was there when I was younger as well. I started losing my hair at 16. I had meltdowns because of it, because I was like, what person is going to find a bald 16-year-old attractive? Like it was just never going to happen. And I get it. But people, just shave your head. Most people will I mean, I can't speak for everyone. There is always going to be people that will get upset by it. But like, I can imagine the majority of people, once they've done it, will just be like, why was I so scared of it? The idea of having hair now gives me so much anxiety. I'm like, I wish I would just like laze the rest of it off. Like, because I still grow hair, obviously, like Mr. Burns.
Ooh, sounds delish.
It is such a freeing moment when you let go of that obsession with needing to have hair. It's so freeing. Like, now I've loved being bald. I started shaving my head completely bald in 2013. So I was 22 when I started shaving it bald. And I feel like I was lucky that I managed to overcome that insecurity quite young still. Hair has texture. And as much as you love to say that these dot tattoos make you look like you've got hair, make it look real, it doesn't look real. Like it looks strange. Anyone who stands next to you for more than a few minutes will know that you've got a hair tattoo. Don't delude yourself into thinking it's gonna be like this wonderful hair that it's gonna look so real. If you really want hair, you can get some really good hair pieces now. These what's it called? There's an actual name for it, but there's little like toupee things that they stick on the head. Also, you have to remember that tattoo ink ages. So it might look like dots, but as it ages, it's gonna blur out and your head's gonna kind of just look like you've got like a bit of dirt on your head. I still want to go back to my original point. You're saying, but this is a $3,500 version, as if like it's better, but you don't show us the result. You've shown the end result of the 300 one, yes, but not yours? Where's the logic in that? God, not him. I could go my whole life without having to look at this person again. This is from the Jeremy Kyle show from like years ago. This is from like, what, 2011, I want to say? It was just after Lady Gaga's Born This Way video came out because of course it had the skull man.
And now he's dead.
After he went so viral back with Born This Way, back with Gaga back in the day, there was so many copycats coming out. And this guy was another one of these people who was on Jeremy Kyle show. I don't remember the whole story. I mean, can we just say one thing? This is the Jeremy Kyle show is just utter trash. He is scum. Like, that's fine. But so let's just acknowledge that. But this guy, he was called like Dynamite Dan or something. Oh, he had like a really cheap, gross name. My children are scared of me and my girlfriend doesn't love me anymore, but I'm tattooing my whole face like a skull or something. And I need to get more money to tattoo the rest of my face, but I don't have a job. And it was very strange. I don't remember the exact thing. Like, it was just so terrible. This is a really abysmal photo of it. But I remember watching this on TV back in the day, being like, what is that? Even back in like when I was like, what, 21, not really knowing that much about the tattoo world. It was so badly done. It was so horrific. Again, so many copycats came out of the skull man, and he was one of them, and it was just so bad. Which is why I always say it's so odd now that I still see people today doing it, because it's such an old thing that people started to copy. To still do it now just feels really strange and so outdated. Because now when I see people that's like making their body look like the skull or something, I just think it looks really trashy and just a bit like weird. I see it the same way that I see lion clock tattoos. It's that kind of level of a bit cringe now that you're doing this. But this is one of the first people I remember seeing trying to mimic the skull man back in the day. I heart penis.
Bitch, me too.
There always has to be one. Again, I apologize. I have to blur it. This person has a huge vulva tattooed on the side of his head. It's not the best done tattoo, but it's very clear what it is. You can really make it out. It's not bad to a stage where it looks like a cartoon or some shit drawing. It actually, like, you can fully see what it is. It's like here on the side of his head, here, the back here. I can't get it, so I've got to tattoo it on me because no woman would come near me. They won't come near you because this is the kind of stuff that you would do.
Don't touch me.
Oh. So, dollar, 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 dollar. Like, what is deep? Oh, that's deep. Oh, God. What is this? Dollar, oh, yeah. My top lip earns me top dollar. Because I am wonderful at eating out oranges.
They love the sweet taste.
I love the citrus taste. I don't know where I was going with that. I will always say this, is I'd love to know what goes through their mind. Do they think doing this makes it feel like they're kind of like wealthy or like rich? People who do this aren't rich. Like, this is not, no person who's actually wealthy and all this kind of stuff will draw this like dollar signs on their top lips and everything. And then like they've got money bag signs here on this. And I just don't get it. I'm like, this doesn't make you look rich or like you've got money. It just makes you look cheap. I don't get it. I find it such an odd thing that you want to do. Some people make some strange choices. Deep Mo. Let's all go to Flaming Mo's. Flaming Mo. What's this? Globby's looks very different. Oh, you threw him into the furnace. Oh, yeah, I would have done the same, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, well. So, I'm sure this is just painted onto the face. But this person has the C word. This is on like a tattoo page. Whether or not it is actually like, this is just posted by a tattoo page, but they've got the C word all across their face here. I'm gonna have to blur the middle part, obviously. I'm pretty sure this is just like drawn on and not actually tattooed, but it's been posted on a tattoo page, so I'm just taking it from face value. But oh, face value!
Wow.
Oh, it's so funny I forgot to laugh.
Jesus, Mary Magdalene. I've learned from a previous video, I have to blur this. I'm really sorry. Again, you can follow my Patreon if you want to see unblurred stuff. At the end of the month, I always put together all of the unblurred stuff. We have like a big video at the end. It has everything uncensored. This person on the top of their head has a lostica, Lazzi, the lostica. Think about what it sounds like. You know, the four things with white, and then that has the lostica in the middle, and then power at the bottom. So I can't say these words all in one go because the censors will be like, no, I learned this from a previous Job Stopper tattoo video. And so, but they've also got 4 more losticas like around it as well, all on the top of their head.
What's that?
Just nothing more than you are scum. Like, you are nothing more than the scum of the earth. Scum. Like, just scum. Just really weird about this as well. It's like, I mean, maybe is it weird? I guess it kind of makes sense. But like, it's always some of the most like pungent, repugnant, repulsive, gross, hills of eyes looking people who do this, who really think they are the superior race. I don't understand. There has to be something wrong with your brain in order to be racist. I genuinely believe that there is something genuinely wrong with you. Literally hate someone over skin color or where they're from is just so deranged and detached from reality. Just completely blows my mind that that is the thing that people are genuinely like, we must treat people differently. There has to be something wrong with you. Oh gosh, okay, so this person is massive. Oh dear. Oh no. I can drink through my bottom lip. God. Why not? Oh, look at the beautiful little doggy. Oh, that's so cute. I mean, unfortunately, things like that, like, it's quite a lot of detail and such a, like, think about where it is. That's like this big. Like, it's very small. You can see the other dog one here is aged. Like, it's not going to age amazingly being on your face, especially in such a small place where you're moving all the time, washing your face like every day. Like, it's not going to age very well, but it is very cute. I just wish it wasn't on the face, but it is very cute. The neck looks like it's blacked out, so I'm assuming this person is probably fully covered. So this is like the only place it got left, but it is very cute. That is very sweet, I must admit. That is very cute. Hate! I mean, I'm sure I could just Google this, but I'm going to ask you guys, when it comes to finger tattoos, where was the love-hate thing from? Like, what started that? Because it was such a common thing that everyone's getting love-hate on their knuckles. It was like love-hate or like cards. It was like, yeah, like Jack, Club, Queen, Ace, and then it would get like club, spade, diamonds, and hearts. Like, where did that come from? What happened? One of my uncles had that on both of his knuckles, love-hate with the card suits. Like, what started that? Where did that come from? Hate. Why would you want hate tattooed on you as well? Why do you want hateful things? Positivity, please. Let's have some fun. Fun. Got very hairy knuckles. Skinhead, and it's on their... Funny enough, it says skinhead, but they don't have a skinhead. Do you know what's so ridiculous about the whole skinhead, right? When I was younger, and we're talking early teenager, and like a young kid, my mum used to shave my head completely bald. My grandparents hated it because they were like, oh, you're a skinhead, and all the people in school would always call me like the skinhead boy or whatever. That kind of like stuck with me. And of course, being so young, I had no ideas of the connotations when it comes to skinhead and like Nazis. Obviously, I can't say the word. And like that, there's like a movement of like neo-Nazis, and that that's what they call themselves. I had no idea about any of this. So back in like the really early days of online stuff for me, I used to call myself like the gay skinhead, and not realizing that it had links to like neo-Nazis. I had absolutely no idea. And it was in like maybe like 2000, maybe 10, I want to say, someone commented on my videos and someone was like, are you actually one of them? I had no idea. That's not very good. I can't believe you're like, and I was so confused as to why this person was angry at me. I thought they were just saying it because I had skin, like my skin, like it was my head was just my skin. So that was just called skinhead. I didn't realize it had this like link to it. And obviously me being a stupid 18-year-old, I was like, don't be silly. Looks like it's got a high heel on his throat. Oh, secret cross-dressing sissy.
I don't conform to conventional dress patterns.
Oh God, not him. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, oh God, I'd have been happy if I never saw this cretinous human being again. Back in the summer, we had some riots that were going on just because of like I'm not going to go too far into it. Essentially, back in the summer, sort of spring, summertime, we had these like riots that were going around all the country because these racist people just suddenly decided that they were going to go AWOL and try to like attack immigrants. And it was really awful. And then they were saying like, we're not hateful, we're not racist. And then there was this man who's part of like the crowd. And this was like one of many people. I'm not going to show the rest of his tattoos, but he had lots of Nazi tattoos on him, really hateful symbols. As you can probably tell now, England with the Union Jack there. Like it was so sick to see all these people just being so hateful for no reason. And yeah, this man, I think he even got arrested actually for hateful conduct, if I remember. This is a little while ago now, so I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure this guy got arrested. Obviously, like it's illegal to be like in public just doing Nazi shit. So him having exposed tattoos that were like Nazi symbols, I think he got arrested. I'm pretty sure he got arrested. If you can see these people from a distance or online or something, you know instantly to be like, well, stay the hell away from him. Okay, tattoo on face. They're talking in a different language. So again, I don't know what they're saying. So I'm going to take out the audio just in case they say a naughty word. But so this person, come on, get on with it then. Oh, what is that? Is that a robber? What is it? That looks like the Hamburglar or something. Oh, for God's sake, are we still doing this? When was this posted? August. Are we still doing this?
I'm sick to death of your bullshit.
The plague. The absolute plague. If you don't know why I'm reacting like this, I don't know. If you've watched my videos for a little while now, you'll know what I'm going to say. But if you don't, ever since that woman back in the day it's over a year ago now, who pretended to tattoo Kevin on her forehead, there was suddenly this like an overwhelming plague in the tattoo online community where people were just faking face tattoos. I've not seen one for a while now because it was finally starting to die down. And now I've just seen another one where they just pretend to tattoo this person's face. The plague. You're going to prison, Harry. Oh, that's so weird. So a little while ago, I did a video where I did a themed tattoo fail video where I just looked at Simpsons tattoo fails, and someone had this tattoo, the exact same tattoo, but on their neck. But this person has that tattoo on the side of their face. Jesus. I mean, live your life, girl. I love The Simpsons. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. Obviously, this whole arm is dedicated to The Simpsons. Like, I'm obsessed with The Simpsons. I wouldn't get a face tattoo of The Simpsons. So this person must be an ultimate fan. He probably looks at me and goes, fake scum. Oh, wow. Oh, I love that. Oh, I actually really like that. I mean, for a face tattoo, I like it. Oh, wow. I mean, it's really cool. I love demonic shit. I love all that stuff. That's really cool. I love that. Oh. We actually said this in the last tattoo video. I said, where has it become that this sort of Joker clown look has become so huge all of a sudden? And now we see a girl here who's got clown black tattoos to make it look like she's terrified. Like, what? Okay, that's actually quite sweet. That's actually quite cute. Oh, they're like hugging. Oh, okay, that's actually quite sweet. I quite like that. That's quite sweet. Oh, cute. There. Well, guys, we're well and truly aboard that trigger train. Choo-choo, speeding down the railway, about to crash off a cliff and plunge to our death. Bye. I'm going to gently squat because I'm too ill to be doing real squat. Squat for Jesus. Oh, yeah, Jesus loved to stretch his lips so much that he spews spit from his mouth. Yeah, oh, Jesus loved a good raw dogging on the Last Supper table, but he couldn't eat anymore because too much spit was coming out of his mouth. Just a desperate Dan with his skull tattoos. Face, I give face, beauty face. We survived. We survived together. Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, if anything I've blurred in this video, yeah, make sure you come follow me on Patreon. You can see the unblurred stuff at the end of the month. Wow. 'Tis the season to be gay. Make sure you do hit the like button, subscribe. Again, there's the QR code if you're watching on a TV. Scan with your phone, subscribe to the channel and join the family. I love and adore all of you. And we're getting close now to December, girls. Almost the last month of the year. I can't believe it's almost 2025. That is disgusting. I was saying this the other day with Callum, like my old housemate, if you don't know, my old housemate Callum. We lived together for like a decade and now he's traveling the world. And I was saying to him, I was like, how on earth has it been like 10 years since I like met you and like moved in with you? And we had an entire 10 years together. And now you're like traveling the world and I moved away and we like, so time is such a weird thing when you really look back. It makes you the existential dread as you can start feeling a bit sick. And then COVID was 5 years ago. What? Anyway, I'm really hungry. I need to go downstairs and eat some food. But thank you so much for joining me today. Love and adore all of you. Oh, I should mention as well, I started using Blue Sky. There's a link down below. I'm going to start adding that in my descriptions. I'm going to start phasing out Twitter and more just use it as like a promotion thing. But I would like to stop using Elon Musk's platform, if I'm really honest, because he's just scum. And the more I use his platform, the more, you know, money he gets, essentially. Like, I don't like to fuel his thing. So I'm going to try to start using more Threads and Blue Sky. So there's links down below as well for that. Today's Instagram shout out goes to the guy that likes plants. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Again, there's a link down below. Come follow social medias. A massive shout out to my lovely Patreons whose names you can see on the side of the screen here. Thank you for being a Patreon. And an extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons: Aspen, Ren Embers, Kaz, Evanet Niaj, ASS Guardians, Kimmy H, Blue Gem, Adam Bretbatch, Cameron Pittman, Rishi, They Call Me Duck, Athena Falling Angel Barrington, Erin Grace, Benjamin Baker, IEA, Robin Scott Palmer, Steph Utek, Chloe Louise, and Shell Herman, girls. Thank you for being a top tier patron. You guys are mwah, delicious wishy. Anyway, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch of the tail that you can't be you. Why is that? Because you're flawless.